Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It has been quite some time and it really has, and this is going to be a different style video than I've done before. The only reason I want to show you this is the hours. There's over 400 hours on the save game, and as you all know, if you've been playing Farming Simulator 22, you obviously know that every save game, I don't know, maybe there's some mod maps that don't, but usually every single save game you have always starts in August. I just noticed that and I was like, wow. And I don't know where the page tells you years played. It has been 6 years since I've started this server, like in-game years, not actual years. But I've put in 400 and almost 10 hours. And I kind of just wanted to show you my map of Elmcreek, because I've had this save game forever, and it's really the only one I play, which kind of sucks, because there's a lot of good mod maps. It's just I play about 20 to 30 hours on the mod map, and then I just find myself back on Elmcreek, and I'm there on Elmcreek for another 20 or 30 hours, usually, before I decide to not go ahead and do that, and I just stay on Elmcreek. I've had maybe 4 save games in between, being Griffin, Indiana, Goldcrest Valley, and Alma. And I think 2 of them were Alma. I had 2 different Alma ones. And maybe like East Vineland, New Jersey. That was a good map. I'm thinking about doing one on there now, just because of the hay, and I love doing hay in this game. But today I'm going to be giving a tour, because after 400 hours of playing mostly realistic, I'll explain later. I don't really want to sit here and talk then tour. But yeah, the way I do this is I have one big farm that's unrealistic. It has the unrealistic equipment. Money-wise, everything's realistic. Big farm equipment-wise, everything's unrealistic. You'll see why later. And then small farm-wise, there's 2 farms, big farm, little farm. Small farm, the smaller equipment with realistic everything. And so yeah, as you can see there's the combine. But yeah. So that's kind of the gist of everything. Just so we get started, I own the whole map. We're gonna go through everything. Don't worry. So we're gonna go through. I do this in a roleplay style, so there's like grandpa, father, son 2, son 3, blah blah blah. I don't know. You can call it weird. It's just how I do it, how I've done it before, how I like doing it. But no, there's only 1 son, and then there's 3 grandchildren. That's how it went. Yeah. You can call it cringe, weird, whatever. I could care less. It's just how I play, how I enjoy playing. In a roleplay fashion, I just like it. So we're here at Grandpa's house. This is his house. This is his old flatbed from way back when. This is his brand new Silverado. Not even half an hour on it. Brand new. So I definitely didn't base it off something nice I saw off Google, but it just looked nice, something that Grandpa would love to drive. And this over here, this green TLX, this thing has been with us since the beginning of the server. I'll press right arrow right now, first vehicle. It only has 7 hours. That's about in the middle for what it is. But it only gets driven from, we gotta save the game first. Hold on. Auto save's annoying all the time. But it's important to have sometimes, even though he literally drives it here because, you know, they have jobs. He's a park ranger at the national park, state park, whatever. So this is his, I call it his company truck. It's really just his work truck. The Chevy is his get around vehicle. This is just an old farm truck. I to be honest, I don't even use it. I don't even want to use it. It just kind of sits here. So then we got our seeder. We have a case 5100. We have our first field here, which is corn. It's going to be silage, which is going to be my first time doing with EY Modding's thing. This will be the first time I actually get to use it, which I'm very excited for. It's just a shame that I don't have any wagons for it yet. Now, I know Rooster Modding, as of recording of this video, is in the making of some. I hope they come soon, because they're going to go great with this. Anyway, we got a seed tender that I got in the used vehicle sales. We got a nice fuel tank because we need those around the farm. We have a farm mall 1206 that has 10.6 hours on it. I use it for planting, rolling, cultivating, and all that. It does everything for the arable side of the farm, which is what Grandpa does. When we get to the other part of this farm, we'll find out that it's the youngest grandson that does everything else. And I like it. We got our combine harvester here with the, I don't even know the name of it. Well, our crop header, sure. Then we got a corn header over here. Then we have our old John Deere disc. And we got two old vehicles. We got our mound of hay. We have our silage bunker and our gravity wagons. Then this is a fairly new building. Grandpa got a nice garage set up here to work on his vehicles and his used Opala, as they call it in the game. Oh, and Vimo, which is, yeah, you get the idea. Old car. I found it in vehicle sales, that's why I got it. And it even has a lift. So it's a very nice garage. I don't even use it anymore because I just don't need to. It's just kind of here. We have our grain bin with our grain elevator here, and then inside the tunnel shed, usually everything would be here in the winter. Like, everything. We have a grain elevator front loading and our planter. And it just popped in my mind, if you hear background noise, it's a fan. I don't apologize, but if it is annoying, then I do apologize. I don't even know if you guys can hear it, but I'll find out when I'm editing this video. So, yeah. And we have, of course, every farm has to have a multi-fruit filling silo, because if you don't, are you really doing it right? So we're going to take the old Silverado. Oh wow, the lights came on for once. Yeah, we're going to take the old Silverado and we're going to take it down the road here because I got some more to show you guys regarding the thing. So we got our other field here, which I'm actually going to go into construction mode. This will make my life a little easier. So we'll get an aerial view. How about that? So we got our fields here. Now note, every field that I can combine or make, I made. And there's probably spots that I could make, but I didn't. So, like this field here, this was combined, and it was a hay field at one point, but now it's corn. So we do corn in this field. This field, the last 2 years I did sunflowers, I decided to do silage corn. I do oats in this field here, which I combined. All these 3 fields are combined. Then this field here, I took the T-Rex from Black Sheep Modding, cut all the trees. I did a terrible job plowing along the border of the map, which I hate because you can't see it on the map, so it's just, you have to go with it. And I put wheat in here, so yeah, pretty good. So there's your aerial view. We're gonna turn right, or turn left. Usually I'd turn right and go through the state park to get to the farm, but just because I want to go down this way to show you a few things. A lot of this is custom. I don't even know what original Elmcreek looks like at this point. Like, I'd go on it and it'd feel like a completely different map. I swear to you. This is regular Elmcreek for me. I got the nice fence there. We're coming to the hay side of the small farm, which is Pap's farm, which won't be Pap's farm one day, but you get the idea. We have this open area, which I'm sure a lot of you have made a field. This one here is our grass field. We put the white fence along the highway here just to kind of match everything else because there's fencing over there. We'll head up the road here to the farm because that's where everything is. Now, because I'm in the middle of cutting, there's going to be a lot of equipment down here and misplaced. So just mind that. So, we'll go ahead and shut that off. So, we got a 1066 Hydro. This is my all-time favorite tractor in the game. Literally my all-time. It does the mowing with this John Deere mower, and it does the baling with this Vermeer baler, which is a 605N if you're curious. We also use, this is the newest edition, a new tedder. It's a TD190, very nice. I do use it, but I'm going to be using the H here with this small little tedder, which is a 1-row tedder, on the at least 2 outside headlands, which I usually do 3, so it'll probably just be 3, depending on the field. But we'll be doing that just so Because this will spread it like an extra row and a half, so it makes it easier. And then we got a V rake, then we got a auto loading wagon, which is really awesome. I put it over here on the 460. The 460 sprays, it teads, it rakes, it hauls the hay wagon, it does everything. The H actually was put here, but I decided to take it back out of retirement. We have the White Farm. That's what I'm calling it, just a little flag mailbox. I'm going to show you the hours on these. The Farmall 460 has almost 35 hours. This one has just about 40. Yeah, 39 and a half. The H has almost 24. Yep, 23 to be a little more precise. Then we're going to go up here. I'll get you guys the aerial view of both of these areas as soon as I'm done. So, one thing I'm really, really proud of, I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. It's the littlest thing, but I love it. I really, really love it. It's this little field entrance right here onto this big field. I just love it. Driving the hay wagon with the 460 through there is just so soothing. I wish it was a longer path, but unfortunately it's about as long as the 460 and trailer combined. Just about. And then I don't sell the bales immediately. I put them on that wagon, and I put them up on this row line right here. And then when it comes time to sell, we're actually just going to park right here in this field. Yep, there's the dog. When it comes time to sell, we load them up on here, which hauls 30 at a time. Usually we can get about 2.5 loads on this. On that, I think the first cutting I made about 70, almost 80. I don't remember, but yeah. Then we got, this is the youngest grandson's house, so he's got a towing rig. This was the old farm truck. Now, at that point, it didn't have a flatbed, and it wasn't a dually. It was actually a King Ranch with nice rims, didn't have a color match grill, but it was just like this besides that. But I decided I wanted something different. So I got a flatbed, and I got black rims as dualies, and I lifted it. Average, whatever you want to call it. I like it. It does what I want it to do. Hauls that trailer just fine. Hauls this trailer just fine. That's what it does. That's its purpose. Then we got the daily driver. It's a 2015 Platinum on chrome wides. Just a generic truck. Generic lifted truck with wides. It's basic, and I like it. This is the farm truck, aka the daily, which that's supposed to be the daily, but I just love driving this one so much more. A single cab long bed that had stocks, but I just decided put these tires and rims on it, call it a day. This thing does everything on this farm when it comes to anything. Usually be hauling the towing hitch trailer. I don't usually put it on that because it's smaller in a way, but I do put it on that trailer and use it because I like it. And yeah, it's a good truck. Love it. I'll show you guys the aerial in a minute. There actually isn't much up here because it's all down there in between, because that's where the hay's being made right now. I got a little diesel tank. I will show you the garage that I put in. Another multi-fruit silo. I wish I could get rid of that silo in this barn. Maybe not the barn, but at least that and all this. But I can't. Then we got inside here, this is from Celebuki here. So we got our lift, a toolbox, just some decorations. This is a decoration, that's a decoration. I believe this is actually the workshop version of this bench. Then there's just a shelf. We got the lawnmower and of course a Banshee, just for fun. Then a lawnmower to mow the yard because I like realism on this side of the save game. So yeah, then over here we got an old manure spreader. So I'll give you guys that aerial view. I have the fence that runs the whole way up, runs down, comes around, combined it. I took all the trees that were up in here, all the trees that were over here, put this fence in right here so it can match it, and then made a big old hayfield. And now you can see it from the highway, but I'm considering soon to put a white fence along here and a couple trees along this line, just to make it a little better, because I don't think a hayfield will be this close to a highway open like that. That's, yeah, I don't see that. But I'm thinking about fixing it, or just making it better. And, you know, over here is the state park. Right over here, we have this big field. Now, on this side, I didn't really get rid of too much, but usually it would end around in here somewhere. I got rid of all the trees in here, made this big old field. So, yeah, that's the gist of this farm. Now we're going to go back down to the two smallest fields on the map. Still the smallest even after cutting trees and making them bigger. But that's fine. We're going to head down there, and we are going to... And by the way, random thing, he just works at the grain silo there above field 11. Nothing big, nothing fancy. During hay season, it's a half a day, just so you guys know. So we're just going to go down through here. So yeah, I cleared all the trees from up through here, plowed it up, made a bigger grass field. Now I do have the big fen with the big plow because I'm doing some expanding at the moment. This is the middle grandson. He works at the sawmill, has his own little saw shop business here. As you can tell, he's got lawnmowers, chainsaws, pressure washers, air compressors, table saws, firewood storage, anything you could imagine, and it's all down here in the basement of this barn. This is part of the big farm. It's a 1050. This was upgraded from, if I still have it downloaded, an older fen. I should have it downloaded. If not, oh well, it's not the end. This one right here, this was upgraded to that to get a lot more horsepower and a lot more versatility. This thing's amazing. I love it. It has 20 hours on it, so pretty good. Then over here is the middle son's garage. He has, I think it's a 30 or 40 foot trailer. He's got a lot of trucks, so prepare yourself. Well, not a lot. He has 2 inside, and you can see the other 2. But he's got his gooseneck, his nice trailer. This is one of his show trucks. Now, I actually got the inspiration for this truck when the short bed came out on Facebook. Someone made it. I actually really liked it. Decided I wanted it for myself. Except I made it a long bed because I just couldn't stand the single cab short bed lifted. So, yeah, I love it. Whoever made that design, I also put a 2021 bumper on it, but whoever made that design, I actually really like it. So, thanks. This was a beater truck. This is a beater truck in daily. I've had it for a while. It was a navy blue, but I decided I didn't like how dark it was, so I made it this blue. Got into a pretend accident. Got a new bed that's miscolored. Put these wide rims on it. No, these are the ones that I had on it. Never mind. I put this grill thing on it, the low bumper, and the light bar up top. And then I just called it a day, because it was an off-road beater truck. On wides. That's just where I wanted it. Alright, this thing's done high idling. Yeah. Anyway, that's that truck. This is the daily. I love it, actually. And then in here, we have a lot to take in. You open it up to see a brand new Silverado. Mind you, this one was just a year older than that one, and he just graduated high school. You'll see that later. And he has his own middle business, 4 trucks, a nice house, an area. Now, mainly because it was farmland, the house was kind of given to him, but we don't talk about that. He's got his own nice garage with a lift and all that. He's got a brand new Harley-Davidson Sportster, but it's an 883. Boo. He's got a brand new tow truck, brand new Silverado dually, completely stock, beautiful truck. And then he's got a show truck. Now, he traded this truck in from 2 trucks, a single cab long bed F350 on wides, and then I called it the Ironman 82. It was a somewhat lifted Ironman 82 crew cab long bed with the Ironman colors. And he traded it in, both of those, for this beast right here. At that time, he would have already had that truck. They continued to daily that. Sorry. But yeah, that's his little area. Now, up here, I just cut this. This will be tedded tomorrow morning in game. I decided, after a lot of debate, to go ahead and just plow this area up after getting rid of some of the trees and plant grass in it. So I have a slightly bigger field. Here's the aerial of this area here. It's a lot more open, but it's still nice. Yeah. And then I found a nice little open area, and I got an idea. Made a little path. I'm super proud of this one. I didn't want to cut too far back in, though, otherwise I would have made this whole area a field. I found this nice little open area. So what better way to do with it than cut it down and then plow it up and make hay? That's why the plow is still here, if you're wondering. I'm going to rake and bale it up so I can do that. But yeah, I'm making just a tiny, tiny little field. Probably won't make it more than 2 or 3 bales, if that. But yeah, I'm still expanding even after 400 hours. Like, these fields have been like this for 2 or 3 years in game now. So, considering the fact that they're still like that is crazy. Actually, we need to backtrack just a little bit because there's still one area that I made that's completely custom that I do want to show you guys. Well, a little bit custom, but you'll get the idea. I just made this, actually. Like last month in game. We're gonna have to go through state game lands here, but it's okay because it's public access road for us farmers. So yeah, yeah, we'll go up here, climb that, get over here. Whoa, okay. Wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, I might have to speed this up a little bit. I feel like I'm taking forever. Yeah, we'll turn left here. I did try to make a little hay field right here, but you're gonna see right here 2 more hay fields. Yes, I took the area out of here with all the trees, plowed it up, put a fence around it, far back as I could, and hopefully none roll down in the water, because if they do, I'm totally screwed. Anyway, really nice field. I've yet to cut hay on it, so I'm really excited for that. Then I got this one over here, did the same thing, did that one, does cut down into here, just, it's something different. I like the concept, I really love it. So, I thought I'd show you guys that too. And of course, the white fence around it. So, now we're going to come down here to freshly harvested grounds. We have this field here, which I'm sure a lot of you, if you really tried... Oh, and we have this grass field here too, which wasn't grass before, but it is now. We have this here. This is a completely custom field. This is field 11, but it's going around the river, or Elmcreek, if you will. Then we have this one here, this field where the corn maze was at one point, which is no longer, because now it's an oat field. And they're pretty big fields. Can't hire a worker on them. It makes it so much more painful. Yeah. Anyway. Now, if you have been around this channel for a while, which if you are, kudos to you. That's awesome. You would remember my first Fs22 series that was big. And that would have been the first Elmcreek series. What else could it be called? You would have known this as Gary's Farm. Yep. We bought him out. And we combined the fields. We're not using the farmland or the storage. We're not using it. It's just going to sit here. Actually, I don't even know if you can get rid of it. Oh, you can. But I'm not going to, just because look how good that house looks. Look how good that barn looks. Look how good that barn looks. Yeah, this was quite the thing. I do remember it. I do miss it. But, yeah, this was like one of the screenshots when we first got it. But now Fs25 is on the way. I made this field here. Didn't have to really cut any trees. Just combined these ones and just made this one slightly bigger, with the exception of combining them too. So, yeah. Anyway, now that's out of the way. Now we can we'll head down towards field 25. The main farm is at field 53. I'm sure you just saw that there. We're going to head down there, and I'm going to show you guys what's up down there, because there is some stuff going on down there. Now, if you're curious about how much farmland I own, we're about to show you, because it's a lot. And boom. I own everything. Everything possible. So, yeah. Really exciting, really cool. I'm texting and driving. And recording. That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah. But we're going to head down here because I do have some more custom areas. A lot of the fields are put together, customized, just my way, we'll call it. So we're going to do a quick speed tour. We got this big field here. I went around this farm here. Went around it completely. I call this section of area Sunflower Grove. Or Sunfield Grove, my bad. I don't know, it's just a line of sunflower fields going from all the way over here. Oh yeah, I got this area here. This big field. This big long field. It's got a standard old square field, which I haven't touched at all. So, yeah. And then up in Elmcreek Hills, there's this area here, actually. I kind of forget this area exists. I might have to do something with it. I feel like I should. Hayfield? Up here, this truck here, that's original. That's been here since day one. And then the Silverado, that's Dad's truck. That's the son. The main son, we'll call him. So, then over here, we have a custom field I made. Another one on the border that was a pain in the butt to make. But was made, so we're all good. Then we're going to go to the oldest son's house, who lives over here near the baseball fields. We're also going to drift Pap's truck while we're at it. We got this complete field here. Oh yeah, so Sunfield Grove is just this nice area. Usually corn's over here, usually soybeans are here, canola here, oats, sorghum. I don't do wheat, but if I did wheat, it'd be up here. But yeah, I kind of got it all color-coded in a way. I've switched these two, though. Usually corn's over here, and then this field over. Soybeans. But due to realism, you know, you usually rotate your crops, so I decided to rotate them. Not that it really matters in a farm sim game, but you get the idea. Now, we're going to the oldest son's house, which is right here on the end to the left. You can see the yellow truck. Now, this truck right here, I believe, is completely original. No, it's not. But the idea of it was, because it was a short bed. And then he's got his F350, his Silverado, and his S10. That's his daily. That's his wife's truck. This is just the truck that he drives now and then this is his truck. He usually uses the F350 to tow, but he has this to tow too. So he has a lot of trucks, and it's kind of unhealthy. That's okay. A lot down here is just a lot of fields that were put together. We're actually going to go to the main farm and show you that, and then the school that I've made at Field 57. And then that'll be pretty much it, because who wants to see fields? Or we can go to the uncle's house at 71 real quick, because you can at least see what he drives, and just see that sick jump. And he lands it. But yeah, at one point in time, I really only owned 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 70 into the right and below the main road. I didn't own the main farm you started with before. Those were the only fields I really owned. After that, I started to expand, and that's when things got real. I was only the bottom right corner of the map, and now I'm all of it. Alright, so this is the uncle's truck, the other son. Just a lifted Chevy. And a Mustang that's been here since day one that only doesn't even have an hour. So, yeah. I don't drive it. I don't need to. I don't even know why it's there. I really want to get rid of it, but it's kind of just there. So, we're going to turn right into here. We have a fuel tank up here and a fertilizing hut. Now, up here's the sheep barn. Now, there was cows up here, but we moved them to do sheep so I can get wool for the spinnery and the tailor shop. We have cows here. I recently just sold all of them and got new ones, younger ones. Multi-filling station with the TMR tank. As you saw earlier, we have a 1080. This is the original tractor that was in here, 1086 with a front loader. Then we have the feeder and the water. Really easy. And the hay and sometimes I'll get a load of hay and bring it down from the actual farm. Now in this shed here, this was original. It has been changed, but this is the original design for this shed. We just have a Colossus harvester in here. There was a lot more. We have the Steiger in here, the big Tiger made cultivator. I don't cultivate anymore. There's no need to when you have direct draw. What an unrealistic seeder. So that's there. The headers are over here. We have our silo. And here's where the Fent would be, but we have bales in here, and I believe a fertilizing sprayer, maybe? Yeah, the fertilizing sprayer and the bales are stored in here along with the Fent. So, yeah, there's a lot of sheds for how much equipment there really is, because on the big farm, there's really no equipment. 2 tractors and like 5 pieces of equipment. I have my grain trailer over here. And then in here is the John Deere 8R with a Kinsey planter and case colors. It's unrealistic and rolls as you do it. So I don't need a roller. I don't need to cultivate. The cycle is literally seed, fertilize, harvest, fertilize again, seed. That's literally all there is to it anymore. I've eliminated 2 whole steps, and I'm very thankful. I told you this farm was unrealistic. If you didn't believe me, I hope you do now. If not, I still forgive you. We gotta sell everything over there. We got a trailer here to get stuff out of my garage here. We have the granny's house, which is really just the tailor shop, but better. We have the auto load trailer that auto loads. We have mayonnaise production. If you haven't used this, a single pallet can sell from 25 to 30 grand. And guess what you put in? Eggs and canola oil. And you get a lot of money for a single pallet, but you gotta sell it to the mayonnaise selling hut. And then I got a McFushi. This was used as a job for the middle child way back, but I don't even use it anymore. It's just kind of here. But it's cool, so I like it. Yeah. Anyway, where'd I park my truck? I got one last thing to show you guys before I end the video. That would be the school. Now, this has been here also since day one. It's... Actually, no, it hasn't, because before that, they went up the highway towards Pap's Farm and stopped at the edge of the map. That was the school. It was somewhere up that way. Then I got the bright idea of, I can use this building, put them on top of each other, and make a school. And what field did I do that in? This one here. You see your buses, they pull in here, they go up front here and they park. You got a big parking lot for such a small school. I just stacked these buildings in like a big thing. 2 on top of each other. Teacher parking. There are now, at one point in time, there was garages, there was greenhouses, but the schools are irrelevant now since everyone's graduated, so I never bothered with it. But it's just a nice little area that I added. And yeah, that's that's 400 hours of a lot of nothing. A lot of farming. I can show you the statistics again real quick. We have worked a total of 2,131.77 hectares. I have it in hectares because that's what the achievements are in, so it's easier for me to read. Cultivated hectares, 280. Haven't done that in a long time. Plowed hectares, 61. That's how much plowing I've done to get the fields together and just in general. Sown hectares, 486. Sprayed almost 1,000. Harvested 588. That includes, grass and all that. Work time 93. What have I been doing all that other time? Driving distance, I've traveled almost 5,000 miles in this save game. Harvesting time 21 hours, spraying time 63, plowing, sowing time 21, plow time 5 hours, cultivating 19. Harvesting and cultivating took a long time. Well, never mind, everything does, but you get the idea. I've used almost 31,000 liters of fuel. I've used almost 200,000 liters of seeds, almost 550,000 liters of fertilizer. Almost 1,200 bales produced. By the end of this year, it'll be probably 1,250, 1,300. Trees cut down. I've only cut down 16. And I've played for a total of 410 hours and 6 years of play. I've collected all the collectibles. I've done a lot. And I hope it shows. I own the whole map. I've done everything. I've done a lot, man. Maybe it'll give you some inspiration to like combine fields or just do something. I don't know. On a different map. It's just a random little thing, and I just wanted to share it because I did it in the last game, but I didn't have nearly as many hours. Now, just to be clear, this was a span of over like 2 years, so don't come after me saying I don't have a life and I play farm sim all the time. I do have a life, but I do play farm sim all the time. But you can play this game for hours and hours on end, and it honestly does not get old. I like cutting hay in this game. I like making hay in real life and in game. So I usually look forward to it rather than the unrealistic side of it, which is why I want to make a farm on a different save game strictly for that, so I can just do that instead. But that's going to do it for this video. I have oats to harvest, I have hay to make, and soon silage to be made. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one, whenever that may be. It's been months since I've uploaded, I understand. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, everybody.